Hey, what's going on, Rockstars? Welcome to the channel. Pretty funny story today. Publishers Clearinghouse, PCH, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. That is actually pretty amusing. If you're not familiar with Publishers Clearinghouse, I think a lot of my audience probably knows. They're the prize patrol. They show up to your house, they knock on your door, and give you a giant check for $1 million or a giant check for $5,000 a week for the rest of your life or whatever it is. And so essentially what Publishers Clearinghouse is doing is they're using giveaways. They give away all this money every year in order to get people to sign up on their website, sign up through their email list, to be on the list to be drawn as a winner. But when you sign up for those email lists and those direct mailers and all that stuff, they are selling you stuff. Magazine subscriptions, periodicals, merchandise from different companies that they are sponsored by, all this sort of stuff. So imagine if you came to me and you said, hey, listen, I need you to sell my magazines. I'll give you $5 for every one that you sell. And I get all these people to sign up for it. And I sell thousands and thousands and thousands of magazines and I make $50,000. And as a way to get all these people onto the list, I say, hey, we're going to give away $10,000 to one person who's on the list. Well, of course I'll give away 10 grand because I'm going to make 50,000 off of all the sales from all you people signing up for my giveaway list, right? So that's how they do it. Kind of reminds me of Whatnot and some other live selling auctions. Hey, come in and buy a box and you might win some money or a free product. Do you guys see the gimmick here? You see how it's like all goes around, comes around? So the problem is that Publishers Clearinghouse has been accused in the past of misleading people over, one, the odds, the chances of actually winning prizes, and two, that if you do purchase these magazine subscriptions or these merchandise or products or whatever it is they're pushing and peddling, that your chances of winning, you know, that $1 million or that $500,000 every year or every month will go up, superstentiously, and it doesn't happen. You have the same odds of winning as anyone else, and they actually admitted that. And they admitted that people were buying tons and tons and tons of magazines thinking that they were getting a lot more chance of winning. It's like, you know, buying one lottery ticket with one set of numbers and then you have 1 in 200 million chance, but you're like, oh, I'm going to buy 20 lottery tickets at 20 different combinations. And now instead of a 1 in 200 million, I have a 20 in 200 million. My percentage went way up. Well, it's still really stupid odds because Publishers Clearinghouse has millions and millions of people on their customer list and mailing list. It was kind of a genius idea. They do almost $1 billion in revenue, which is nuts. They do give away millions and millions of dollars. It is legitimate because they give away so much money. There was reports that they maybe were faking the winners or not really giving all this money away. That was never proven, and it was actually disproven. They were able to provide financial records and bank transfers and things of that showing that the winners actually received their money. And so that was like the one thing that thankfully for them, they were able to, you know, disprove, like, hey, we're not scamming, we're giving away this money. But we may have been not so upfront about the odds or that buying magazines would get you a better chance. And so they settled with all 50 states. Every single state in this country they settled with, and they paid fines and monetary payouts to people. And so that's Publishers Clearinghouse in a nutshell. That's how they work. And this week they filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11. So that doesn't mean they're out of business. It means they're restructuring their debt. We hear this a lot. Especially here on my channel, where we see companies like Red Lobster and the dollar stores and all these companies that are restructuring their debt. Toys R Us did it. Of course, what happened to Toys R Us? They went out of business and then they reappeared in some stores, and who knows what's going to happen with them over the long term. But generally, Chapter 11 is not a good sign. Many companies, I read up that like 20% of companies come out of Chapter 11 and actually do well. 80% end up going out of business completely or never doing very well. Again, they get into a much smaller situation and maybe they keep running like a Toys R Us, but most of them don't do well after Chapter 11. Now, Publishers Clearinghouse actually has an interesting concept. Normally, if you don't know, they mail stuff out to you in the mail. They send you magazines or subscriptions or periodicals or merchandise, kind of like the old school before we had the internet. It would show up in your mail, you'd see all the offerings and the products and what they sell, and then you could sign up, and they finally, went onto the internet. They got a website that you could go on, and that's how they did all their marketing, like mailing it out, direct mailers. Now, they do all their marketing, obviously, through email. It's cheaper. They don't have to mail stuff. It's faster. Quicker response from people. They don't have to wait to get it in the mail and then send it back. So that makes perfect sense. And what they're saying they're going to do, they got a line of credit, a loan to float them, is that they're going to start hammering online internet marketing to get more and more and more and more people onto their list, which means more and more and more people to buy their magazines and their products and all this stuff. And then they can obviously generate more money, pay back their loan, and come out of bankruptcy in a better position. So that makes sense to me, that mailing stuff out in the mail doesn't make sense, but doing internet marketing to get people on your email list, well, I do that every day. I give people the opportunity for free. I don't charge anybody anything. You join my Facebook group, Thrifter Reseller World. You can get on my email list. And then anytime somebody has a really great product or a service, and not just anybody, I don't promote but only a few products, I will send it out and I'll say, hey guys, here's an opportunity. If you want to, sign up for my Reseller Genie or List Perfectly or my listing service. Again, I only do a few services because I only truly believe in great products and great services. Hit them up, join them, and I'll get a small commission for doing it for you. It's no different in any business and any product and anything. Just, I don't do $1 million giveaways. I'm not Publishers Clearinghouse. Although, the thought of doing that, like, hey guys, for being on my email list once a year, or twice a year, or every couple of months, I'll do some giveaways. It's come to mind. Like, I thought about that. Like, hey, just being a part of it and supporting me, whether you buy something or not. I don't care if you sign up for a service or buy something. If you do, I super appreciate it and it helps me out. But giving away money just for people watching videos and supporting is always been something you see on YouTube and social media, where people are like, hey, once we hit 50,000 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway for my followers, for people that are, following me for free. Because remember, we can't do, you got to pay for something in order to be eligible. It has to be no purchase necessary. So just simply following, which doesn't require a purchase, is something people have always done for giveaways. Sharing this post, following, things of that nature. I'm actually coming up on 150,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube rather. And maybe I'll do a giveaway for that. That sounds like a good idea. Just whoever subscribed to this channel, I'll draw somebody, a randomly generated name, subscriber off of this, and do some giveaways. I don't know, gift cards or products or cash, Visa cards, whatever it is. I'll do something for 150,000, because that does truly mean a lot to me, that 150,000 of you decided to come over and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So today's story, I'm recording this on Sunday, April 13th, 2025, is that Publishers Clearinghouse has filed for bankruptcy, but hopefully in their line of work and in their instance, they come out of it and do better after the bankruptcy and the line of credit. We'll have to wait and see. As always, if they update and they go out of business completely, I'll do another video. If they don't and they do well, maybe we'll do an update in 6 months or 12 months. We'll have to wait and see. But as always, thank you for watching the channel. I appreciate it. These updates and these news stories are kind of fun for me, not because companies are doing bad, but just because it's interesting to see the full circle of how these companies come and go and buy and sell and make money and lose money. And it's interesting to me to follow the business world. So hopefully it is to you as well. And I thank you again for being here. Until the next video, hit that like button, subscribe, get me to 150,000 so we can do that giveaway. And I'll see everyone next time.